Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now Howard. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. A look now at the defensive starters for Cleveland. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Looking to throw. Duncan. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down, and on comes Justin Vogel to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. We're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
From the 44, Jackson, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Duncan. And his throw here's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Duncan. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw, Duncan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 80 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson, man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Play action, now Jackson. That's into the hands of Pascal. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Jackson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And Jackson throwing once more. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rolling to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ricky Seals-Jones and the rest of his offensive teammates heading back onto the field. He's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season, but you read the local paper this morning. There was no talk of that mark. They interviewed him, and he wasn't talking about 1,000 yards. The old cliche focused on this game. If he has a big one, might be able to get the win and 1,000 yards.
Seems like he just wants to let it come to him, right, as opposed to trying to force it. And that's probably the right idea and the right attitude. So game situation, play calling will dictate things. Now, how does he get there once he tries to get hot? Formations, route running, trying to get mismatches for him, different types of routes he will run downfield, short, medium, long. All those things will come into play as he tries to get to that magical number.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Powers through. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 23 carries, 108 for the yardage and the score, too.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the double.
50. Record.
Be driven.
On 3rd down, Duncan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Jackson on first down. And this one complete to Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. This for his running back, McCoy. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
We're going to work. It's a gain of 10. First down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson, and that is incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. It took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Where'd he go? Again.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check box it. Check box it.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And this is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Go. Watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. His throw incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender. I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Teddy Bridgewater. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
True.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
70
On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go with Howard again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point safely through. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Checking things elsewhere, third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Haskins to throw it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd and goal, Haskins. His pass caught at the 4. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up. No getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Haskins will throw. And his throw is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. 1:54 on the clock. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. He's back to throw. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20. And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing by a point. A little over 20 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Haskins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This will be taken about the 12.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, they finish off the season with a victory, which is the good news. The bad news is that it'll wrap up a dreadful 4-12 campaign. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.